Alright, hello, welcome to the Mark and Joe Show. Tonight, we're going to do Wake the Fuck Up Part 2, where we just discuss whatever's on our mind that might be pissing us off that America needs to fucking wake up and take notice to.
Well, there's a lot that America needs to wake up and take notice to. But actually, there's just too much that America needs to wake up and take notice to. Right now, we've got a fucking treasonous government. You know, we got a treasonous bastard sitting in the White House. We got a Congress and, you know, House and Senate that want to protect his ass, and we got all these people in the administration that are protecting his ass and wanting not to pursue anything else. They want this investigation that's going by Robert Mueller to kind of go away, and it's not gonna, and it better not at all, because that son of a bitch is a treasonous bastard. So is his administration, and any of these damn Republicans that are sitting in the House and Senate that want to sit there and defend this son of a bitch are complacent in it, and they're also participating in it, so therefore they should be considered treasonous. And if I remember correctly, according to the Constitution of the United States, the penalty for treason is death. There is no other penalty for it. It's just death. Period.
Well, you know, and then there's the other things out there. There's a lot of it going on in this world that people need to wake up and fucking take notice to.
Yeah, like, there is.
All of a sudden, I've noticed watching the news, and, you know, I started watching the news recently a lot, that I've noticed all of this sexual assault charges coming out all the time on all these different famous people. And it makes you wonder, I mean, how much of it is actually real. And I know I'm going to offend people out there, but let me tell you something.
The purpose of this.
I don't give a fuck.
That's the purpose of what we're doing anyway.
The question that nobody's asking, but nobody's asking this question. How many of these stories are legit? And how many of these fucking stories are women and people just wanting 15 minutes of fame?
Don't know.
Or money. And the thing is, at the price of what? Ruining somebody's life, career.
Someone's
and
life,
livelihood.
Career, everything.
You know?
But like I said,
I mean, what does this fucking world come into?
Like
a neighbor wants to ban somebody else's Christmas decorations because of the word Jesus in it.
And it offends them.
And it offends them. Come on, what has America turned into? A bunch of fucking pussies where everything's gonna fucking offend us now? Well, you know what, motherfuckers?
You get your way?
Come around my house around the 4th of July, you'll see both the American flag and the fucking Confederate flag flying at my house.
That's because you're a redneck motherfucker.
But you know what? It's not meant. But it's not meant to offend anybody.
Well, the thing is, it does offend people because actually, you know, the Confederate flag.
Oh, don't get me started.
No, it has different properties to it, different reasons.
Yeah, but I'm not one of the white supremacist bastard motherfuckers that decided to use it as a fucking tool or a logo for my fucking white. You know, them motherfuckers. You know, these hate mongers out there. You know, everybody should smoke a fucking joint and just chill the fuck out.
Yeah, it should
There'd be a lot less hate.
It should be mandatory for everyone to wake and bake in this nation.
You know, if it was up to me...
If we could have every person of legal age wake and bake, then we would have a very peaceful nation.
Yep.
Because you can't piss a stoner off.
I think there'd be more investment in growing pot than there would be in growing nuclear warheads.
True.
You know.
But I think people would wise up a little bit more.
You know, shit like this just, you know, it's getting taken too far.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you want to be taking down historical landmarks. Why? Because there's a Confederate flag on it and it offends you? You're a fucking pussy. Does that offend you? I hope so.
No, that doesn't offend me because I am what I eat.
See, there you go. Good answer. I like that. Now, see, everybody should have a fucking sense of humor.
Well, yeah.
You know, what the fuck happened? You know, I just don't get it.
Our nation has turned into a bunch of fucking whining,
pussies.
Whining,
a bunch of whining
fucking
fucking pussies.
Bitches.
They all need to go
they
join
expect
Jeff
everything
Gordon
to
in
be
the
handed
grind.
to 'em. No, our nation right now is expecting everything to be handed to them, handed
Oh,
out
that's like
to
some of
them,
the
and not
kids.
earn it themselves, because of the fact that if the government would have not taken away the parents' ability to actually spank that child.
When I grew up, man, I got a spankings. My brother and I both got spankings from both mom and dad.
Oh, dude, I had to pick my own switches, and if
And
they
you know
weren't,
what?
and if they weren't the right switch, I got whipped with them back to the tree and fucking got a new one picked off of
Me
it.
and my brother
and got whipped with it on the way home.
Me and my brother turned out pretty goddamn good, you know. And the thing is,
I had my ass whipped many a time. Wooden spoon,
kids nowadays,
ice waters.
they got
belts.
no respect for their fucking parents. They got no
Shit,
respect for anybody.
I even
And-
got a fucking fishing pole across my ass a couple of times.
And what's with these kids that think they're too fucking good to work at McDonald's or Burger King or Culver's? What's with that? Do you think that right from high school you go to that executive fucking job or the high paying fucking job? That's not how this world works. It's not handed to you on a silver fucking platter.
No, you get out there and you work
How
your
many-
ass off. for
How
it.
many bad jobs did you have before you
I've had
got what
plenty
you're
of
doing
bad
now?
jobs. I've had plenty of bad jobs.
Even in your
My
old
biggest-
age, you've had
my
some plenty
biggest
bad
issue-
jobs.
My biggest kiss my ass. My biggest gripe right now, though, is the fact that I worked my ass off from the time I was 16 years old. I've worked my ass off.
I started
you know
at
what?
14. Didn't you have a paper route at 14?
And you know what?
That's working.
Where I lived, there
It was
was no paper
responsible.
route.
Oh,
There
I
was no
suppose.
bicycle paper route. I lived out in
California,
the
too
middle of
many
the fucking
hills. Yeah,
No.
I suppose.
No, not hills. I
Oh, you
lived
was a
out
valley
I
boy?
lived out in the valley.
Oh,
But I was
that
my
explains
nearest
a lot.
the nearest town to me was
That
6
really-
fucking miles away.
That really explains a lot.
I couldn't fucking get up in the morning
That really
and throw
explains
shit
a lot.
in a bag, throw papers in a bag, and run around the fucking neighborhood delivering papers. 'Cause
Well,
I didn't
My first job was...
I didn't live in an area where we had a close knit community. Pretty much, it was out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
My first
My
job
nearest neighbor
to-
was damn near a quarter mile away. So yeah, there was no paper route.
I was
But my point
I
was
was
trying to
delivering
make.
Sunshine newspaper at 2 cents a paper.
That's good
That's
for
what
you.
I got for it.
That's good for you.
Delivered 200
My-
a week.
But the point I'm trying to make is the fact that, all right, yeah, I didn't go to college. That's fine.
I did.
Okay, I didn't get a fucking degree.
That's because you couldn't.
That's fine. But if you was to put a goddamn test in front of me,
You'd fail.
no, I've got the knowledge of a fucking college degree in my head right now. I can do anything in a normal college
What
degree.
is that? Yeah, the Alpha Phi college people. Or Alpha, what are they? The ones that drink a lot? Yeah. He'd get the best score for the most kegs being able to put away in one sitting. No comment.
No,
No.
because I'm trying to prove a motherfucking
No,
point, and
Colin,
you're over here
I know
fucking
what
making
you're
fun
trying
of
to
me, and it's
prove.
pissing me off.
You know, I know what a
All right?
college degree doesn't prove shit.
No, it doesn't prove shit. But the thing is, what I'm most irritated at is from the age of 16 up until now, I've worked my fucking ass
Yeah,
off.
so it's all
And
experience.
I don't have
hands-on
and
experience.
it's all inside experience.
Hands-on
But
experience.
if
yeah.
I was to go to a company right now, and I know I'm qualified to do it, and apply for a fucking
Yeah,
management
you don't got
position,
that college degree.
I don't have
they're
that
gonna say,
fucking piece
"Fuck
of
you,"
paper saying I have it, and they won't fucking give it to me.
which is bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Which goes back to one of those
And what's
things.
even
it's
worse
like,
about it is the person they would have sitting in that fucking management position. I could
Has-
probably do the management position better than they do. I could probably be a manager
because
better
they
than they
spent
are.
most of their time
And the
sitting
only
in those
reason they're
college
sitting there is
desks
because
with
they
their
got that
books.
fucking piece
Yeah,
of paper.
but they have no hands-on experience. So what
no,
the fuck?
they
They're
don't.
gonna-
They
they're
don't
gonna
have any
now they're gonna.
world experience.
But now that costs everybody more money because now that company's going to have to train that person harder than they'd have to train you because I know I know this guy personally, and I know in his job he's done his supervisor's position numerous times in the past.
Not the
At
job
numerous-
currently that I'm in, but
No,
the
but
ones in the past.
Past locations, I
I've taken
remember
over for the fucking
weeks at a
supervisor
time.
many a time. Yeah.
Weeks at a time. All right, and I'm going to tell you something. You know, when you got that kind of experience, Money can't buy that experience.
No.
A
it
college
can't.
degree ain't going to buy you that experience. There was an old saying, and I can't remember who said it and what movie it was from, but it was like, just because you got that degree on paper, that doesn't prove squat that you can do the fucking job.
No, it doesn't.
But now this guy's the type of person. Now, if you got the experience and you don't got the degree, and you can prove that you can do the job, you're the one that's going to be the more valuable employee. But these companies are so hooked up on some of these fucking degrees out there. And then there's the ones. Now this one will piss you off. This pissed me off. And I'm going to name the company too because I don't give a rat's ass. I owned, and you know this, I used to own video stores, video rental stores, and not the X-rated versions. I'm talking normal video stores, all right? And I went, and after Blockbuster came in and put me out of business and all of this, I went to try to apply for Blockbuster. And all I wanted was a normal job. And this was after I had the leukemia bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I put down my qualifications and all of this, and I went through the interview and all of this. You know what the manager told me after this? I'm sorry, we can't hire you. You're too overqualified. That fucking pisses me off.
Well, you can name.
You don't even
you
want to
can
give a
name
fucking
Blockbuster
person a
'cause they're
chance.
not around anymore.
They didn't even want to give a fucking person a chance to prove them fucking selves. They were afraid I was going to take their fucking job and do it better than them.
And you probably would have.
I mean, that's like you. Your boss probably felt threatened by you several times because as many times as you took over your boss's job. There's not a single time, and I don't have a college degree. I have some college experience, but I never got a college degree. But I never worked in the fields that I had the degrees for.
No.
All right? But I tell you what, every job, or most of my jobs, just like you, I ended up in some kind of supervisor position or some kind of management position.
Well, the job I had prior to this one, I was a fucking dock manager.
And I did security for many years.
And lead driver.
And I did, I was managing video stores. I even owned my own video store for a while, but you know what? I couldn't get a fucking job today if I tried.
No, because you don't have your degree.
Because I don't have a degree, I'm too fucking old.
Yeah.
And they're afraid because I'm fucking disabled and I smoke fucking pot.
Yep.
And I'm not going to lie about that either.
That's another thing that pisses me off. Now, in the field that I work in, I can understand having the mandatory testings, but in other fields, in other positions, why the fuck do you have to have that? If the person's doing their job and they're doing their job well, they're not screwing around, they're not showing up late, they're not calling in sick and shit like that, why are you gonna fucking put them down just because they have a little bit of a recreational use of marijuana? Or not saying that that's what your use is. Yours is mostly medical because of the fact that it helps you with your leukemia.
All right, here's something.
Or you're recovering from
Let's
your
look at
leukemia.
something here, and you can't see this right now, but I'm gonna show you something because I'm sitting here right at my desk. I'm gonna read this off. These are the pills that I would have to take if I didn't smoke. This is trazodone, 50 milligram tablets, all right? What is one of the side effects? May cause drowsiness, and this is actually a sleep aid, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Trazodone? Yeah, I think it might be.
Here we go. This one's commonly known as Tylenol 3 with codeine. May cause drowsiness. Here we go. Cyclobenzaprine. This is a muscle relaxer.
May cause drowsiness.
May cause drowsiness. If I have to take these every day, instead of just taking them as needed, because my pot doesn't work some days because the pain gets too massive or something happens that's too bad, these will keep me in bed about 90% of the day.
Yeah. I've seen what you look like, the way you are after having to take the pills.
And then you got a massive side effect.
You're medicated.
For days you feel medicated. It's like a fucking prescription.
Feel like you're in a haze.
It's like a prescription hangover is the best way to fucking describe it. Alright, we're going to have to take this to part 2, I think.
So part 3, because you called this one part 2.
Oh yeah, this one was part 2. Okay, yeah, because we did Wake the Fuck Up part 1 a long time ago. Okay. See you in a